Hello, my friends. Pancho Campo, your host, bringing you another edition, a very special edition, I must add, of the Spanish Wine Experience. Today, Guillermo, what is this?
Fondillon, wow.
Fondillon. Fondillon is a very unknown wine, but it has more than 500 years of history. Elcano and Magallanes, when they went around the world, they already mentioned Fondillon. Also, the King of France, Louis XIV, El Rey Sol, in English would be the King's Son or the Sun King, I don't know. He used to eat cake dipping into the Fondillon. But one of my favorite characters in history is the Count of Monte Cristo, and there's a passage in the book where the Count of Monte Cristo meets with the Marquis of Cavalcanti, and he offers the Marquis 3 drinks: port, sherry, and Fondillon. And you know the answer. Cavalcanti chose a glass of Fondillon. As I said before, it's a wine that has more than 500 years of history. Another very interesting data, and you're going to ask me, why do I tell so many stories? Because remember our motto, wine without culture becomes alcoholism. That story is that one of the ships from the British Army sank in front of Tarragona, north of Spain, in Catalonia. It's called Deltebra 1, and in that ship they found a 200-year-old bottle of Fondillon. It's the oldest bottle that we recall. So Fondillon is a dessert wine made with very ripe grapes of Monastrell, also known as Mourvedre, and this wine has to be aged for a minimum of 10 years in very old wooden casks. They are known as solera. And the solera that was used to make this wine, I think it was produced by the owner of the winery in 1850 something. That solera was split into 2 barrels after. One is El Abuelo, the grandfather, which is this one, and the other one is Gran Imperial, that was filled with Moscatel. We will taste that in another edition of the Spanish Wine Experience. The result is a wine with 18% alcohol, natural alcohol, is not fortified. Look at the amber color, beautiful. And in the nose, you get all these aromas coming from the oxidation. We call it varnish, old furniture, roasted almonds, hazelnut. It's so complex. And in the palate, wow, it's powerful, it's voluptuous. It's, of course, it's a sweet wine, and it lingers in the palate. It's just an experience. Unfortunately, there's less than 200 bottles in the market, but you can find other brands of Fondillon. This one is Primitivo Quiles, Gran Reserva, El Abuelo, coming from Alicante in the southeast part of Spain. And if you ask me how much would I pay for this wine, or how much does it cost, I don't know, to be honest with you, because there's so few bottles. But trust me, if you have never tasted Fondillon, give it a try. It's one of the most special wines. Louis XV used to dip his cakes, the Count of Monte Cristo cookies, and if you ask me what would be the best pairing, no pairing. Drink it as a dessert and you will have a fantastic moment of meditation, as the French say. This was Pancho Campo with another edition, very special edition of the Spanish Wine Experience. Thank you.